Welcome back to the Express at the Four Seasons Hotel in Vancouver for the Festival of Trees. Now, this is a fundraiser for BC Children's Hospital, and coming up we're going to talk to a very special family that came down to help decorate today. But right now we're talking tea, or more accurately, we're talking to the man who wants to lead the tea revolution in BC.
One tea latte at a time, Brendan Way is leading a beverage revolution. By helping to make tea the new drink of choice,
we would have a much healthier population, without a doubt.
As a tea consultant, he helps businesses promote and sell the coffee alternative.
There's only about 3 operating in North America that are actually even making a living out of it, so I consider myself lucky that I'm one of them.
We're going to have the counter space on here.
Okay.
Right?
He provides advice and direction to people hoping to start their own business.
These are all multi-steep teas.
And also teaches Western Canada's only tea sommelier course at Vancouver Community College.
Smell that? How spinachy and artichokey? I was a hardcore coffee drinker, and I drank about 12 cups of coffee a day when I was in the oil patch, and weaned myself off and switched to tea, and energy levels got better, my skin got better.
In a past life, he battled frigid temperatures, x-raying pipelines on the oil patch.
The last year in the oil patch, I made more than I've ever made in the tea business. So why would I walk out of there and get into tea? A lifestyle, really.
The self-professed tree hugger was inspired after visiting a traditional tea house in Prague.
It wasn't your standard Brown Betty service with your English teacup. It was nothing like that. And I think it was the bohemian sort of den-like, loungy feel of it that really rocked my clock, and I was pretty excited about it.
He opened his first tea house in '99.
My average daily sales were probably $50, $60 a day. I was cooked. I was pretty cooked. And then I had an article written about my great tea service and a piece of chocolate cake by the food editor of the Edmonton Journal, and that was the turning point. It was all of a sudden people go, wow, this guy's dedicated to tea and he's doing a good job. So in they came.
Today, he's sampling new flavors for the 30 or so coffee shops he supplies in BC. Local growers like Sanam depend on people like Brendan to market their products.
What's the spice content in that one?
He has the ability to learn constantly, and that's what makes him special, because a lot of the people in the industry think they know a lot, so kind of shut down. And with Brendan, he's like a sponge, he's constantly learning stuff.
Tea is one of these things that you'll never learn at all in a lifetime. There's no end point, because the industry changes, and the knowledge changes, and the growing techniques change.
But his passion remains the same. In Burnaby, I'm Peter Kim for The Express.
It's really nice.
Apparently, tea is the second most consumed beverage in the entire world. And you can learn more about Brendan and his unique services online at theteaguide.com. Now, we're going from tea to hockey, and I'm sure there's a segue there, I just don't happen to know it. I do know that the Western Hockey League is cyclical in terms of success. They have a good few years and then struggle for a few. But apparently, somebody forgot to tell that to Vancouver Giants head coach Don Hay.
Winning is all Vancouver Giants head coach Don Hay knows. Now in his 12th season as a head coach in the Western Hockey League, 7th with Vancouver, Hay is nearing another major milestone. 2 more wins behind the bench, and he will become just the 4th coach in league history to reach 500 career wins.
When you look back at some of the teams you've coached and some of the players you coach, you really feel lucky to have had the opportunity to coach those type of players, those competitive players, and players that want to get better and really push to improve themselves and improve your team.
As a player, you sometimes don't understand why he is so demanding, but now as a coach, I think working beside him every day and understanding the way he thinks and what he's trying to get across to the group, I think you understand him more as a coach. And again, once you understand what he's trying to do and the era he comes from, the background he has in his coaching career, I think you get a better appreciation for the success he's had and what he's trying to preach.
His accolades are endless. A 2-time WHL Coach of the Year and a member of the BC Hockey Hall of Fame, Hay has led the Giants to a WHL record 5 straight division titles and is the only coach in Canadian Hockey League history to win 3 Memorial Cups as a head coach. So why the heck is he so successful?
Have good players. Coach good players and you're going to win a lot of games. So I think that I've been really blessed in my career to have worked with real good organizations really good players.
He's gone through, you know, many Memorial Cups and things like that. You know, he's had lots of experience and he's had very successful teams. You know, he's got a really good plan for the age group of players, and you know, if everyone on the team can buy in, you know, they'll have success under him.
As for how much longer he plans on doing this, the 56-year-old has just signed a new 5-year extension. So he's under contract with the Giants for the 2014-2015 season.
You're going to have some ups and downs during the season, and the fun part is coming out of the down part and you know, working hard to form a winning organization. So I think that that's what coaching is all about, and that's what you enjoy about coaching is, you know, what happens at the end, how they come together as a team and how they can get better.
Hopefully for the organization and the Giants, he sticks around for maybe another 5 years after that, but he is starting to complain about the bus ride, so hopefully we can keep him around as long as we can.
The next Giants home game is on Tuesday, November 30th, 7 o'clock at the Pacific Coliseum. They also have a big fundraiser coming up for the food banks. That's on December the 11th, and we'll have more information on that in coming weeks. We do have more local stories from around the Lower Mainland coming up, and you're watching The Express.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody!
Up next on The Express, a special visit to the Festival of Trees.
Line up, please!
The Century Schoolhouse at the Burnaby Village Museum.
We're teaching children how we taught in 1925.
The Express. This is your local voice.
What you're really giving is a way out.
Welcome back to The Express at the Four Seasons Hotel for the Festival of Trees. Now in its 24th year, this festival has raised over $2.5 million for BC Children's Hospital. That's not the only thing they raise. They also help raise spirits, because every year on Decorating Day, they bring in kids from the hospital to help decorate the trees.
Tell us just briefly about your family. There's a whole bunch of kids here, and they're all yours.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Well, that's my son Tavian over there, and this is my son Aiden, and my son Damien, he's 6. And yeah, we're just one big happy family, you know, living life, trying to survive like everyone else.
It's nice to actually be out of the hospital for the day. It's his first time in a week, so, you know, we all get to do something instead of just him sitting in his bed, yeah. So. We've been in the hospital the last week with our son Aiden due to end-stage kidney failure. He isn't able to go pee like a normal boy would, and so they're trying to fix that.
I couldn't ask for anything more, you know. I mean, it's a break from the everyday, you know, so we don't get the same old routine. It's a little breakup, and it's fantastic. And kids love it. We love it. You see this right here? That's a smile. That's what they do. That's what it does. It puts a smile on our face.
Oh my gosh, those kids were so cute, and they got to meet Santa. How awesome is that? And we do have more Christmas events to tell you about coming up on The Express, but right now we're stepping back in time at the Burnaby Village Museum.
Line up, please! My name is Lois Adey, and I'm a historical interpreter here at the Burnaby Village Museum. We're in a very special exhibit that we have here, C4 School, which is an original 1922 building. And we do conduct school programs here, and the program that we conduct here is called the 3 R's program, where we're teaching children how we taught in 1925 and how they would be learning in 1925. So we go through about 15 minutes of each subject, reading, writing, arithmetic, and spelling, and they actually really enjoy the experience because they're coming back in time to the museum where they're getting a treat, really, and learning how to write with the old-fashioned pen and the ink in the inkwell. They're learning how to read from the Canadian Reader.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3.
We're doing everything in the old-fashioned way, including the rules of behavior, including the rules of etiquette, and including also the way they're dressed. We have a dress code in 1925. You can see we have a British flag, so we were under British rule in those days, and we have a large picture of King George V and Queen Mary in the classroom. And so when we start our class during the day, we do sing God Save the King, we do say the Lord's Prayer from the Bible, we have a health inspection of their hands and fingernails, and a formal roll call.
Clean method of muscular movement training.
That's one of the favorite programs I have here at the museum. I do all the programs here at the museum, but I think for myself this is the one where I get to portray a teacher. The children have a wonderful time, and we do love to take them through all the rules and etiquette, and so they can get a feel what it was like for children to actually be in this era. Come down to the Burnaby Village Museum, where you too can experience what it's like to come to school in 1925.
The Burnaby Village Museum is holding their Heritage Christmas right now, and you can find out more information at their website. Of course, that's not the only holiday event happening around the Lower Mainland, and that's where we're shining our Express Spotlight. Over 25 international artists will come together at the Granville Island stage to perform in a sparkling evening of entertainment. This variety show will raise funds for the Zajac Ranch for Children, a one-of-a-kind camp for kids with chronic and serious illnesses and disabilities. Celebrate the splendor of magical twinkling lights at Capilano Suspension Bridge and the surrounding magical forest. This annual winter event ensures holidays are merry and bright with live music and plenty of activities for everyone. Visit the Four Seasons Hotel here in Vancouver and vote for your favorite tree. Funds raised at the Festival of Trees support the BC Children's Hospital Foundation's campaign for BC children. And that's it for today's Express from the Festival of Trees. I'm Johanna Ward, and on behalf of all of us on the Express, thanks so much for watching. We're going to leave you with a look at the local dance scene, and we'll see you next time.